see, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within. I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, fuck the opposition, in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Brooklyn Barons and the Tennessee Titans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Two times. 3 down.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Third and 2, Watson. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete.
Let's go, boys, bring it up. What's up? 19, 24. What you got? Heavy? Give me some. Here we go. Kill. 24. Switch. 90 is a must.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson uses the spin. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 4. And it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Single. Check 37. Watch time. Tight end rope.
Off of play action, it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it here. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. they give this time to the tailback. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
90 is the mic. Let's go, tight end.
On first down, it's Watson. On the crossing route, complete. It's Schmidt. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be third down. Watson looks to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
He's checking. Crash.
Ready. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A huge play there on the screen pass. 48 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Check 15.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they go to work on a first and goal.
Watch the screen. Check. Not shoot.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
6-6. Pull it high. 5.
On second down now, Swift, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's third down.
Hey, Wood. Keep grip.
On third down, Swift, and he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point up and through, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First down and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, 59! Right near the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Set. 19. Tie him left. Three down. Hey, switch gears. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Going up top. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey!
Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Alpha!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened.
Touchdown, Titans! T.J. Hawkinson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown.
Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 10, Watson being chased out left. He'll try and run it, and he's going to be taken down right at the line. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On 1st and 10, Watson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. To throw is Watson. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3.
Watson off play action. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Watson now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burgess. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Again, it's Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Wide, get wide. 58.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Out. Smooth. Now.
2nd and 14. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down.
Looked like he tried it all there, tried to use some physicality, right? Tried to use some footwork, some head fakes, but he was covered the entire way. Dogged in every step. That forced the incompletion. No separation at the end of the route.
Down to lose one. Yo, cheetah.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving. Watson on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On 1st down, Watson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, it's Burgess. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Watson on 3rd down. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
On 4th down, Watson. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw, Watson. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Sliding out of the pocket. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that?
on. What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Check 31, check 30.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet, go.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got his target. That's more. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
Ready? 30 base.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the ready. Greystone, travel.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Moore. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
2.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense, and they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Right back to him on first down. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
General West.
At the 17-yard line. A 7-yard.
Second and 3. This is caught. It's Cooper. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point safely through, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Protein spill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. The Titans on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is third and goal.
Hey, Charlie. Ready?
They're going to look to throw. This is caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17. Now back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's Watson. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. 22 yards there, a first down.
Smith-Schuster. A gain of 22 yards. And the Brooklyn first down.
No chance. 90 is the mic. Watch the pass.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
90 is the mic. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. 90 is the mic.
Watson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
90 is the mic. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight. 90. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Watch twitch.
Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
They've been brilliant, perfect on 4th down so far. 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Shift. Watch the shift. Check 13. Check 13.
Hey, alert, alert. Hey, 59.
90 is the mic.
One last throw here for Watson. Forced out to his left. Letting one, and that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. But now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, Offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Tennessee, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.